What's up, Capricorn? This is Jesse with 44 Astro with a general tarot reading for the full moon coming up on October 28th. It will be at 5 degrees Taurus. It will be at 4:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For Capricorn Ascendant, it's going to be in your 5th or 4th house. So 5th house is self-expression. So you're maybe the way you think about yourself, or the way you're maybe thinking and feeling differently about how you want to express yourself in the world. Maybe look different. Maybe even you're thinking about investing or gambling in some way. 4th house is the house of your home or your mother. So you may have something you think or feel about your mother that changes in some way, or you just feel closer to your mother or want to spend more time with your mother. Could be with your home. You could be thinking about changing your home in some way. It will be in the 3rd mansion of the moon, which is known as Altharaya. I'll put a picture of it up here so you can read about it. The mansion is not good for new relationships, but it is good for making money. With that being said, Capricorn, let's get to your reading. Haven't done a reading in a while because I went to Seattle, had to go teach a class up there. Then I caught COVID while I was up there after an 8-hour delay in my flights. So that was wonderful. But I'm starting to kind of get over it now. So I decided to go ahead and do some readings. Let's get you a Moonology card here. Could be asking about a water sign individual. Unless you have water in your chart. That's what it's looking like. Some kind of strategic. Is somebody doing something behind your back? Somebody taking something from you? Could be specifically a water sign. Ooh. Could be you asking about a new project. Is someone trying to sink your new project? Or you think it's worth the time to do this new project, or how to go about this new project? With the Empress there. Could be pregnancy. Looks like it could be specifically about a water sign in your life. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Ooh, I thought that was it. Yeah, it looks like you're asking if this individual's doing anything behind your back, kind of thing. Or how to manage this situation, how to be strategic. Ooh, there we go. Oh, we got 2 of them. A new romantic cycle begins, and you do have a heartbreak card here, so you may be leaving a relationship, getting to a new one. Work through your fears. I love how all the negativity cards have Scorpio in them. I'm a Scorpio, so we're the dark sign of the zodiac. What can we do? So yeah, you may be asking, trying to figure out how to get out of a relationship, maybe with a water sign. So that you can, or to how to get into this new relationship with this water sign. Or unless that's you, of course. And you're trying to get it. This could definitely be a new relationship. And with a new romantic cycle, it definitely could be. And you're trying to figure out how to navigate a situation, whether you're trying to figure out how to attract them or how to get out of a situation or a relationship that you're in so that you can get with them, that type of thing. You know, this is someone that maybe in some way you've had communication with already. Could be somebody that you met at a social situation, and now you are wishing for them, kind of thing. Looks specifically like you having the higher ground. It's saying work through your fears. So maybe you're trying to work up the courage to talk to them, right? Maybe you have a social gathering coming up where you know this individual is going to be there. You're trying to figure out how to connect. I mean, that's your wish. It also could be that you're trying to figure out how to keep like a healing in a situation. Like if you have to leave someone to get with someone else, you're trying to figure out how to do that and do it in the best way possible to where it's like no one is hurt too bad, kind of thing. I mean, people change, you know. If you're getting into a new relationship and you're leaving an old relationship, you know, try to do it in the softest way possible. If it's just a new relationship and that's what you're wishing for, and you're trying to figure out the best way to communicate or you feel like it's a competition in some way. You know, it can be tricky, especially if it's a three-party situation. You know, with that 3 of Cups there, it could be a three-party situation. And that's what it's looking like. You know, there could be, you have multiple interests in you, or you have multiple interests to choose from, kind of thing. Or like I said, you could be leaving one relationship to another. You know, and some Capricorns are going to be on that path. Some Capricorns could be on this path, and some Capricorns have a choice. You know, you got the Judgment with the Magician and the Knight of Wands. You know, maybe you're cusping Sagittarius, so you have Sagittarius in your chart, or maybe it's just you trying to move forward and manifest moving forward in a specific way, and you've made your decision, right? Or you need to make your final decision because you need to work through those fears so that your new romantic cycle can begin. It could be that you have some kind of doubts on yourself, or you're worried about rejection. But I think you just have to work through that. It's like the ending of a old romantic relationship and the beginning of a new one. It looks like you have to get ready for it, like batten down the hatches, because once you break the news to them, you know, you got to be ready. Either that, or somebody may do that to you, or maybe you want to offer. Somebody's going to offer you love, and you're going to be like, nope. Or you're going to offer somebody love, and you're worried about rejection. But it's saying do it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You know, the outcome has a 9 of Cups. It's your wish, but you have the 4 Cups with it, so it's like, you know, you don't see your wish. There's some kind of like arguments or squabbling going on. And that's what you're worried about. That's the fear aspect of it, right? You're worried about having to, the arguments that will ensue and the battle that will ensue. It could be that you're single and they're coupled and you're trying to get with them and you're worried about the arguments, whatever. Maybe you've already hooked up even. Or maybe you don't have to talk to your significant other if you're coupled and try to explain the situation because you're worried about all the arguments, but you have to face your fears. You have to do it. It's best to just communicate it and get it out the way. There's not necessarily going to be a good way to do it. It just needs to be done. Just communicate it. It is what it is, right? You know, you got to do what's best for you. If you're moving on, or you know, maybe the individual is coupled and they don't want to be with their significant other anymore and they want to be with you, and you're worried about the fallout of that, but you have to do it. You have to communicate. You know, the chips are going to fall where they may. I mean, there's nothing you can really do about that, but you don't want to keep secrets because that's never going to be good. Like maybe you're sneaking behind, you and someone else are already sneaking around doing the damn thing. Maybe they got pregnant, whatever side of it you're on, and now you're like, uh-oh. And now you have to explain it to someone, whether it's their significant other or yours. It seems very specific, but definitely can be the case. But either way, a new romantic cycle begins. It may have already began. You're just not doing the due diligence of the other part of it, which is they either need to separate from someone or you need to separate from someone. Just how it goes. You have to take them steps. 7 of Swords again. Yeah, I mean, you're worried about how to be strategic about it. You know, because you want the best outcome for everyone. You want, the 10 of Cups and the 6 of Cups, satiety and pleasure. You got the 7 of Swords again. You know, I mean, you can be strategic about it, right? Do what you feel is best. Go about it the way you think is best. But it still has to be done, and it's never going to be comfortable. Especially something like that. Yeah, love. Yep. Yep. You got the 2 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Hermit. It's like you're keeping a secret about your love. Maybe you just haven't told the individual. Afraid of rejection kind of thing. Or you, like I said, if you're already hooking up, you haven't told the significant other, whichever way that goes. And you're moving forward very slowly with it. Work through your fears. If you're worried about, rejection, like I said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And if you're worried about squabbling coming out of it because of, a breakup or whatnot, you still have to face it. I mean, if you're going to make this decision, you got to face it. This is the other path. Looks good. Completion, swiftness, the Magus. You manifesting exactly what you want. Yeah, if you make, move forward, make your final decision, and everything's going to be good. I think a lot of it's worry. I think you're worried about, I think a lot of times we worry and create this whole idea in our mind of how it's going to go, when realistically it's never anything like that. It may be far, far easier, and individual may understand far better than you realize. So just work through the fears. Just step up to the plate. Yep. Got the Lovers. You're worried about. Yep, over here with the heartbreak card. Either you're worried about rejection, or like I said, you don't want to break the news to somebody. You got the Lovers, balance. You got art, which, and it's called art. It's temperance, but it's, balancing, creating a patient and balanced situation. You don't want to be cruel. You gotta do what you gotta do. If you're worried about them being cruel, or you're worried about coming off as cruel, that's sweet of you, but they're gonna take it how they're gonna take it. You can deliver the message the best you can, but in the end, or you're worried about them being cruel to you, but in the end, it's really all dependent on their inner world, how they decide to feel about it. And same thing for you. You can't control the outside circumstances. I mean, you can control how you deliver the message, or they deliver the message, or they can control how they deliver the message to you. But where your power lies is how you respond, your inner world, how you think about it. And for them, same thing. Work through the fears so you can get to that new romantic cycle if you're not already on it. It's like you're worried about them not seeing it the way you see it, and you're worried about argument in some way. Could be kids involved. You got a Princess of Cups and a Princess of Discs. It could be that you're married and then you have kids and then you're worried about separating, that type of thing. But it could just be, new message. Like I said, it could be a 3-party situation. This is a explosively sexual energy card. It could just be a new beginning. You got a water sign and an earth sign here. And then the water sign's right here in the middle. And that might be who you have to tell, or that might be who you're after. Either way, it looks like a new romantic cycle is beginning, but there looks like there's some wrinkles in here somewhere, as far as like what we do as people, right? As far as like being able to relate everything in the right way. And hopefully nobody's heart gets broken, but you can't really control how people are going to take certain things. You can only do your best to be kind. If you have to deliver, but the truth still is the best way, regardless of how you feel that they're going to take it or how you think you'll take it. The truth is still important and is the way forward. Anyway, with that being said, Capricorn, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. It does help with the algorithm. Sorry it's been forever since I did a video, but like I said, I've been getting over COVID. Still can't smell and taste correctly. Anyway, thanks for being here, and happy full moon.